Hi, this is A. Wesley. That ain't even tested like a TI is. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like my channel, please subscribe. The topic I'm going to talk to you today about is the Travis Scott Astroworld tragedy and disaster that happened this past Friday. When I saw the clips on the news on Friday evening around 5 o'clock, and they were talking about he was having a festival, and it was supposed to be a two-day festival, and they were showing what was going on during the day, you know, because I thought it was just going to be at night. And when I saw all those young kids running and busting through the gates and stuff, and that was like earlier in the day, you know, because you know, we have like news out here at 11 and 12 o'clock in the daytime, also 3, and then goes on to 5, 6 or whatever. But anyway, when I saw that, I said, ooh, that's a whole show. There's a whole lot of people out there. I said, I hope a lot of people don't get sick because of COVID. And you know, in Texas, our COVID restrictions are out here, but they're kind of laxed. And so that's why a lot of artists and entertainers have been coming down here doing like little festivals and shows and just to get back out, you know, just to get back out like the regular citizens are trying to do. But when I saw that full crowd, I said that was just too many people. And then when one of the news stations showed an aerial shot of all of those people, and I was saying, ooh, that's just too many people to be to be in one place. And even though they claimed the temperature was like 70 or something degrees out here in Texas, I've lived in Texas all my life, long enough. I don't care if we do get 70 type weather like California or other states. We have humidity, and when that humidity comes in, it makes it much more hotter than what it is, and stuff like that. So I can understand a lot of people are you know, passing out and fainting and all kind of stuff. And then when you're in that heat with all those kinds of people, and you're not hydrated, and you're all, you know, like a lot of people were coming out was saying that they were all crushed up and scattered up and stuff like that. And I kind of hate that this happened to Travis Scott. But when he saw that first, when I saw that video of them picking up that first person, when he first saw that in one ambulance, he should have stopped the show immediately. But he kept on going. Now I do agree with Selena Johnson from Queens, when she said when you're a performer, you have all kind of lights in front of your face, and they be flashing, and you're trying to keep your mind on the performance, and you have those earbuds in your ear, you know, trying to make sure that you're singing the right track and you're singing along with the track. So you know, I'm not gonna put the full blame on Travis Scott. I'm gonna put some of the blame on Travis Scott, but I'm also gonna put the blame on the mayor of this city, the policemen, and the city council, because from what I heard and read on the news, there were only 500 police officers, and from the chief of police, he said that they told Travis Scott they could only give him 500 policemen, and he was going to do the rest. He was going to provide the rest of the security, private security, which was supposed to be 700 security, and that still wasn't enough for all those people, because from what I heard, it was like 50,000 people that were rambling and questioning the stage, especially when there was announced that Travis Scott was coming out. I mean, they said SZA had performed earlier that year, but she left because she was sick, and they were saying even Master P, when he performed, he had kind of a crowd and stuff like that, and so now you know, some people don't believe Travis Scott a thing, but to me, I liked it. The IG live, it was more real and more relatable. And some people was talking about he wasn't crying. Maybe he was crying behind the scenes, but you could tell he was literally affected by that on that IG thing. And I don't like what some YouTubers talking about he was faking because he was rubbing his head and stuff like that. Now, if he would have got on Instagram and cried, or he's just figuring it was just some people just wanted to have something negative to say about Travis Scott. I'm not a big Travis Scott fan, but I did know that he was shaking up behind the incident, because can you imagine you being told that 8 people lost their lives because of you and your concert? That is hard to grasp. So I fully believe the IG live better than I did the written statement. I'm going to read you some of the written statement right now. Let me pull it up on my computer. Let me see if I can zoom it where it could be bigger. Okay, I'm trying to zoom it up in the camera so I can read to you what it says. Okay, I'm going to try and read it to you. It says, I'm absolutely devastated by what took place last night. My prayers go out to the families and all of those impacted by what happened at Astroworld Festival. Houston PD has told me, Houston PD has my total support as they continue to look into the tragic loss of life. I am committed to working with the Houston Police Department and do my diligence, and there's something else down here. He said, let me just let it go back. Okay, now and he said he's going to work with the Houston Police Department. I thought it was some more on the statement, but it wasn't any more on the statement. I'm gonna put the statement in the video. I just wanted to read some of it to you. And like I said, I kind of believe the IG live better than the written statement. But both of them were written statements. And then Kylie Jenner came out the next day, I think Sunday, trying to put her little 2 cents in. But most importantly, she kind of said typically the same thing that Travis Scott said. But the only thing that she mentioned that her and Travis were not aware that that the situation was as drastic as it was. And then I think yesterday the rest of the Kardashians came out and tried to be in support and put out with their little statements. And they said the rapper Roddy Ricch, he decided to give his part of his proceeds of him performing to the victims and their family. And then Drake finally came out with a statement, and his statement was the same thing as Travis and the rest of the other people. He's praying for the victims and stuff and for the families. And he was involved in the lawsuits, and there are a lot of lawsuits that are going around. And they were saying there's one little boy who's in a coma. I think he's 9 years old. He has his family have hired Ben Trump to be their lawyer. When anything goes on, you can tell Ben Trump is always involved in it. But I do have empathy and sympathy for the families and the victims. And even though they're coming out with all these lawsuits, I mean, it's going to help as far as the funeral services, because he already said he's going to help with the funeral services and all this other stuff. But I really think that it's gonna be a lot. And then people are posting certain other entertainers where they had somebody posted Tiana Taylor yesterday where she had a concert somewhere and something was going on with the fans and she stopped it, and they keep bringing on these different kind of things. I mean, even though he didn't stop it right away, he did eventually stop it. And some people, they want to hold this boy's feet to the fire fire. He's already said he's gonna do pay for the funeral services. He's already trying to get mental health for these people, and it's just some people just want to cancel this man for anything. Now I can understand if he had shot somebody in the leg or robbed somebody or something like that. I mean, you never know what's gonna happen at at an event, and especially at a festival and an outdoor event. But I think Travis Scott is doing what he's supposed to do. So I think some people just want to hold his feet to the fire. I think he's doing what he's supposed to do and the best that he's supposed to do. I'm going to link, like I say, some of the pictures and articles in this video. This is A. Wesley. That ain't who tested like a T.I. is. I am out.